In this video, I'm going to show you how to create an assembly. This can be pretty difficult, so that's why I've given you several days to do this. Now, what you want to do is first strategize. That's why I have this up right now. So what I want to do is look at what piece I want to put in first. You guys don't have a digital assembly yet, so you want to look at either the wooden blocks you made or make them out of plastic if you lost your wooden blocks. So what I'm going to do to strategize on mine is I'm going to, let's say, make all these invisible. I'm going to start with this piece in the very back corner of my assembly. So I'm going to create a new assembly, and I'm going to put that very piece in the very back. So I'm going to put it like that. Okay. Trying to remember myself here. Now, place from content center, that button may come up, or you may just have one that says place that comes up. You really want that place. I don't know why that didn't come up right away. So I'm going to choose my first part, which is in that back corner, which is the purple piece. Now, when I bring it in, I really wanted it to look just like it did in that last frame I showed you. You can do a rotate button. I want to rotate, I believe, around Z. See how Z is coming out at us? And that did not do it. That didn't do it. Let's see, like that. You might have to play around with it. So I haven't clicked. I just did a right click to do that. A right click to go around and around. I should have said that. So now I'm going to do a left click to place it there. And then I'm going to do right click. Okay. So notice I brought in this first piece and it looks just like my example. Now what I want to do is a right click, and then I want to ground this using this button. So that means this piece cannot move now. You want one piece that can't move, and then you can constrain all the other ones to it. Now strategy-wise, I'm going to bring the blue one back so I can see that. Make it visible. So I want to bring it in the same way as I have here. Remember, you're looking at your physical cube. I'm just not showing you that because there's no way for me to record that and record this video. So I'm going to place my blue part. Open. And let's see, I think I need to rotate around the Z axis. Like that. Ooh, I got lucky. So notice, I know what's the Z, X, and Y that's shown there. If I wanted to go, I don't want to do this, but if I wanted to rotate around X, notice how it goes around that way. So you're going to have to keep playing with this until you get it in the spot that you want it. Now you're going to do a left click, and then a right click, okay, because you don't want to put two of these in here. And notice how these two go up against each other. If you don't bring these in correctly, it's actually not that big a deal. You could have this flipped upside down and this still would work out, but this is a little easier for students to understand if you bring it in the right way. So mate is this button, which basically means glue together. This one, flush, means same level, same plane. So it's 3D, so you always need 3 constraints to tie things together. So I'm going to do a mate. The first thing I'm going to do is say mate this up against here, glue it up against there. Okay. You'll notice the piece is still off because you only told the computer one thing to constrain. The next one I can do is I could do a mate again and mate this up against. And then you'll notice it still can move up and down. See how it's not level there? That was 3 moves, 3 constraints. A mate, mate, flush. Now you can hit escape and try to move it, and notice it will not move. It's grounded up against this other piece. So you're going to continue in this way, and what I would do is have out in front of you your physical pieces, and then slowly add them together here. So I can show this piece is being visible now, and I'd want to bring in the gray into here. And this can get pretty tricky. So I'll rotate around X, I believe. And then, nope, that wasn't it. And then rotate around Y. Oof. This is why I'm giving you guys a lot of time on this. Z. Aha. So it goes in like that. Now I want to do a right click, OK. And I don't know where that went to. Huh. Well, you get the point. I don't know why that disappeared. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. Oh, if you make any mistakes, this is what I always forget to show, is if you make a mistake, you can do show relationships and delete off constraints. So if you really mess something up, I suggest just deleting off every single one and restarting. So watch, this will now move. So now I can go back and made something. If you get an error message, it might be because you did two moves that are opposite of each other. It won't work. Like for instance, I said mate that up against that surface, but what if I said mate this up against that surface? There's no way, it's impossible. So you can't do that. So I would go back and delete one of them. If you messed up, go back, show relationships, delete off that one. Hope this helps.